Hey everybody, Sean Hilton live at Comics Cube, brick and mortar store located in the beautiful heart of downtown Kokomo at 121 East Sycamore. We have got plenty of books on our back wall that we have in all kinds of stuff. We carry new books every week and we buy collections all the time. We have two presses in the store. I make no qualms about it. I'll happily do a quick clean and a press on a $20 book. A beautiful Avengers 89, $80 book. But when it comes to the big books, when it comes to the keys, when it comes to that overused word of grail, I turn our books over to a professional and I let them handle the heavy work. So here we go. Let's look at some books and talk to a professional.
Professional.
Well, there's a professional. That's manager Andy. He's a professional something.
Well, that was a horrible.
So I am joined by my oldest friend in the world, Michael Allen Harrison, who owns The Pressing Issue, a cleaning pressing thing out of Kokomo, Indiana.
That's right.
All right, you tell us all about it. Where do we find it? And then let's talk about what we're going to do to these. I think they're keys.
They are. Oh yeah, they are.
So.
You can find me basically on Facebook right now. It's the Pressing Issue is the name of the Facebook page. If you actually have to search for some reason, it's The Pressing Issue #2. But if you find it, you'll see the logo. It's big red, and I'll show you a picture of it here in a second. But so on there, you'll see some examples of before and afters that I've done recently, and my rates and stuff like that. If you're local to the area, to Kokomo, you can save yourself shipping to and from by dropping your books off here at the comic shop. Give them to Sean, tell him what you want done, and send me a message and just say, hey, this is what I want done. They're there, and he'll hold them for me, and then you can pick them up here when we're done. Right now, I don't have a huge backlog, so it's a good time to get your books in. So it looks like I'm getting ready to do a couple here that are, but they won't take that long. So just as an example of what you can and can't do on a book, when you see a book like this is Avengers 57's first appearance of the Vision.
And we both washed our hands right before we did this video.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we'd be wearing gloves.
I do wear gloves when I work on a book for sure. You can see these down the side here. If Andy can see them, I don't know if we're getting that or not. But it's called a spine tick, and they're just little bitty creases there. Some of them break color, meaning it looks white where it should be black, and there's nothing you can really do about that. I can press it out and make it flat, but I can't get rid of that color break. If the color's broken, it's going to stay broken. Like right here, I don't know if you can see right below that 12-cent IMD, there's a little indentation there. It looks like maybe I don't know, something squarish, like a ballpoint pen or something. But I can get that out, and as long as when it pops out there, if it doesn't break color, you'll never even know that was there. You can see at the top edge of this cover here how it's crinkled along there. There is some color break on the corner, so I won't be able to get rid of that. I won't be able to restore that color, but I can straighten all that out, and it'll look like a brand new page again. So what I do is fix things that are bent out of shape. I don't restore anything. That's a different thing. I won't try to replace that color. I won't take a marker and make that black again or anything like that. People that do that are caught pretty easily, and then once they sell that book to somebody else, then that person finds out it's a bad situation. But what I can do is dry clean, and in this case, in the back of this, you can see this is called foxing. It's kind of a patina, for no other way to describe it. But it's old paper. Some of it's light mold, and I can get all that off there. And you can see it's pretty yellow. Compared to the backboard here, I can whiten that up quite a bit. So I don't want to do a whole lot of it to this front cover because you have a lot of color there. So yeah, I could make this whiter here, but then I'd also be fading a little color from the cover itself. So that'd be a much different process. But I can get that cleaned up. This is a really great candidate for a clean and press. If this was sent in just the way it is, this just off the top of my head, I would call this a pretty easy 8.5 to 9. I might be able to get this up to, and we can check this after the fact, in 6 months from now when this comes back, I might be able to get this up to a 9.4, 9.6 maybe.
Hey,
and
Doc.
you
Hey,
think,
buddy. Welcome.
a couple of points might not sound like much, but for graded books, it can mean hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. So that's what we can do with that. With this one, I'll be able to do a little bit better on this one too, because you can see there's a big crease right here all along this line right here. If it's, I don't know.
Yeah, you can see
See
it.
it good? Okay. So I'll be able to get rid of that. There's no color break there. It's just somebody's folded it over. So I'll be able to get that out. This is an excellent book as well. I'll be able to whiten that a little bit, but it doesn't need too much. There's not enough there. Comparing the two, there's work there to be done to make a significant improvement. This won't be significant. So I won't want to mess with it too much because there's always the chance that something can go wrong. So this improvement will be much better than this improvement, but it'll still whiten it a little bit. The only other issue with this book I see here is it's got a little shortening of the cover down on this side. The reason for that is you can see the staples there. This staple is right in the center where it should be. This staple has rolled back a little bit and is in the back. So depending on what the owner of this comic wants to do, we might be able to fix the spine roll. I don't know that I would do it personally if this is Mike's book. It's not bad enough to where I would do it, but I will do it for somebody else if that's what they want. If they want me to try for an absolutely perfect spine, then I'll do that. But that's up to them. Other than that, these are both really good, in really good shape. I would call the pages at least off-white, maybe white off-white. And if the buyer wants me to, or if the owner wants me to, these are a little more yellow, I can whiten some of the pages as well. And those type of processes take much longer. They're not included in what I would call a dry clean and press. A dry clean and press is I get everything off of it that shouldn't be on top of it. Blood, mold, crumbs, that kind of stuff that just happens to be on there.
Blood?
There's blood on some of them. Well, Kiss.
I can see
obviously,
blood and tears.
Kiss has blood.
Hopefully that's in it.
Oh, that's true.
Can you also rehydrate like brutal pages and things like
Absolutely. That's actually part of the process when I do older books, especially as part of the pressing process. Anyway, both of these I will definitely rehydrate. They go into a hydration chamber or whatever, humidity chamber, whatever you want to call it. And that happens before I even press. And what that does is it keeps the pages that are brittle. It allows them to make these changes by when I do the press. It'll take that press better by being a little having a little hydration, and then that'll all be gone. It's not like it's you're not wringing water out of it like that. So that's what I can do for those books.
Just use them when I get out of the shower and just wipe down with them.
Yeah.
Very cool.
My rates right now are $10 for pretty much any book below $1,000. Any book those are both more. I think I said 20 or 25. I don't remember what my price is on anything over $1,000, and then anything over $3,000 is fair market value, 2% of fair market value. But other than that, that's it. There's a lot to do here. I just now saw this. I don't know what that is. I'll have to look at it under a microscope. I felt it as I ran my finger across it.
Yeah, I see it.
I'll have to look at it under a magnifying glass to see what that is. But I also take detailed pictures before and after, so I can send you pictures of what I'm doing, what I'm going to do, and what the realistic expectations are. So you can, like I said, you can contact me here through the store on my Facebook, or you can contact me on the Pressing Issues Facebook page. If you're looking for it, the logo looks just like that.
Perfect.
Awesome.
And these are the kind of books that we do. They pop up at Comics Cube. These are both bought from Comics Cubed, and we've got customers that want them clean. So that's the next process. They paid for them, and now we're going to get them fixed for them. So, all right. Thank you, Mike, for taking the time to come out and tell us exactly how it works.
Tonight's tonight's basement show, by the way, is going to be 4 o'clock. I had to bump it up a half hour to get a little extra time in there. So 4 o'clock. It's a little early tonight, but I have stuff to do this afternoon or tonight, so I can't do it tonight.
Awesome.
Be groovy, everybody.